Hi everyone, my name is John Fragos, and today I'll be presenting to you my idea drift tape for the marketing plan project for Dr. Russell for Cape Fear Community College in the class Marketing 120. Drift tape is an idea that I had as a way to prevent vehicles from undergoing any kind of exterior damage during regular driving conditions and even more spirited adventures. For those who like to go off-roading or drifting or to track events, this product is a way to prevent drivers in many scenarios from experiencing damage to the finish of their vehicles. One of the biggest issues that drivers who have unprotected vehicles face is rock chips. Rock chips are a huge issue for everybody. I have many vehicles with rock chips in them now, and it's unless you prevent the damage with a protective film, it's very hard to know when it's coming and it's very hard to prevent. These repairs are often expensive as well. Getting rock chips repaired and dents pulled and scratches buffed out, the costs can add up very quickly. So what are the solutions? Right now in the market, there's very few solutions for those who want to protect their vehicle. The main solution that the industry is leaning towards right now is called paint protective film. Avery and 3M are the largest suppliers of paint protective film in the industry right now, and it's unfortunately very expensive. The material cost for a roll of paint protective film is easily into the thousands, and once you factor in labor costs and warranties and installation, it gets very expensive very quickly and can sometimes, and in many cases, be more expensive than the price of the vehicle itself. Because of that, most people don't really see the cost proposition as something that's worth it for them. They prefer to just let their vehicle go and take the damage as it comes. For those who like to protect their vehicle from all kinds of hazards, this really kind of makes it a very difficult decision to make. So what is my product, drift tape? It's designed to solve that problem and to provide an intermediate for those who want to have some level of protection in a temporary manner and not have to make the financial burden that there is to go with a product like PPF. While PPF is a great superior product, it's very expensive. Like I said, you have to go through installation fees and it's often permanent. It's not something that you can just take off your vehicle at will, and it's a solution to a problem, but it's on the higher end of the issues. Drift tape also comes with different color options for those who want to customize their vehicle. While some colored PPFs offer this as well, it is significantly more expensive. Drift tape will come in a clear finish for those who want to go over glass and whatever clear finishes that they need to go through, like headlights and so on. We will also offer different colors, basic ones at first, and as the product continues to develop, we'll offer more things, and hopefully in the future this will come to a licensing arrangement. Maybe we could get some auto manufacturers and sports teams involved, but that's further down the road. The market opportunity. The market is ever growing. In 2025, the paint protection film industry globally was worth over $550 million and expected to grow significantly by 2030, reaching over $726 million. There's a current gap in the market between very cheap options like items that we'll go through in the coming slides and PPF. And that's where drift tape will come into play as a good middle ground everyday solution for those who want to have a product that offers them a degree of protection while not breaking the bank. So who is drift tape for? Drift tape is for car enthusiasts. It's for the everyday drivers. It's for those who want to just have protection on their vehicle. It's for people who work in the construction industry. It's for rideshare drivers, construction contractors, vehicle transports. When you see a vehicle going down the road on the back of a trailer, a lot of the times they go unprotected, and a lot of the times when you see that kind of action going on, the vehicles show up damaged. It's also for dealerships, for those who want to move vehicles around and not have to worry about scuffs and scratches and marks and blemishes. Drift tape has a use case for everybody, and I think it's a very versatile solution. And what is the price point? This is pre-production, obviously. Unfortunately, I don't have anything designed yet, but I feel like the target price point should be between $40 and $80 per roll. We don't want it to be as cheap as an everyday off-the-shelf painter's tape, but it will be significantly cheaper than going with options like paint protection film, which, as I mentioned earlier, comes with installation costs and is very expensive very quickly. I would like a standard roll to be about 18 inches wide and to cost between $40 to $80. Something like this you can easily just peel off, apply to your vehicle, cut the shape, and you're good to go. You put it on the front of your bumper for a long road trip, you put it on the sides of your cars if you know you're going to go off-roading, and when everything is said and done, you just peel it off, throw the drift tape away, and no harm, no foul. This makes it significantly more affordable than PPF, and it maintains a good cost proposition for consumers. How will we market drift tape? The number one way we will market this is with social media. This will come in forms of influencers, it'll come in forms of demonstrations, plugged advertisements, and things of that nature. We're going to focus really heavily on the demonstration aspect. We'd like it to be shown on vehicles going off-roading, going to drift events, but also on long road trips. The amount of damage that you see from long road trips, bug splatter, rock chips, and all of that can easily be prevented by even just a small layer of protection. Seeing how easy it is to apply and remove once everything is said and done will also be a great contributing factor to help people be convinced to buy it. Who are we competing against? Right now in the industry, there's two extremes to the problem to be solved, and that's with products like paint protection film or PPF. Avery and 3M are the largest manufacturers of this right now, and they advertise their products as premium products to prevent long-term damage. These products are not something that the everyday person can typically put on. You normally have to go to an installation shop who's been trained, registered, and can provide you some kind of warranty. That being said, if your paint protection film does get damaged, it's not something you can typically just peel off your vehicle, as doing so can very easily damage the vehicle's paint and coating. You will see that soon. On the opposite end of that on the opposite end of that spectrum, we have another product called Track Armor. The Track Armor is a temporary solution. They only offer it in a clear roll, not many sizes to choose from, no customization, and they advertise it specifically for track usage. There is no customization that you can go with, no colors to choose from, no pre-cut kits, and it is a great product for those who are worried about the track, but it doesn't offer the same kind of flexibility that drift tape aims to offer. Please enjoy this presentation. Do you have a drag car? What about a drift car? Do you have one of those? What about an off-roader? Something that really takes a beating? Or how about a work truck? Something that you take to work every day, that you have tools in and out of and material in and out of, that could very easily get damaged. Or even just your daily driver, something you just take to class, something that you take to the grocery store that you want to take care of. Without any kind of protection, your vehicle is prone to taking on damage. Things like paint chips and rust, things like rock chips, swirls in the paint, scratches even. Without the right protective layer, your vehicle is at risk every day and every time you drive. Time for that to change. If you have a vehicle worth protecting, what are your options? Right here I have with me the industry standard. This is called paint protective film. This is a very protective layer that you put over your vehicle and typically requires professional installation. The material cost alone for this roll was well over $1,000, and with installation and labor fees, you're easily looking at $4,000 to $5,000 to protect your vehicle. With my invention, drift tape, I provided a semi-permanent solution that still offers a level of protection for a lot of your day-to-day abuse that's easily removable and much more affordable. Here in front of me, I've sectioned off a portion of my hood into 3 individual parts. Right here you have paint protection film. Here you have my drift tape, and here you have the raw finish. Here's an example of some of the abuse that your vehicle could take while off-roading. This is very damaging to the finish of your vehicle and can easily lead to scrapes and scratches. If you'd like to safely get this off of your vehicle without damaging the finish, what options do you really have? If you wash it with a water hose and with your brush at home, you run the chance of rubbing the dirt and the grime and rocks into your vehicle's finish, ruining the finish. With drift tape, it's as simple to remove this damage as just finding a corner, prying it, and peeling it right off. With the traditional paint protective film, on the other hand, it's much more difficult to take off, and you typically have to go to a retailer to remove it to prevent any paint damage. Paint damage. As you can see, I have very similar results between my drift tape and where the paint protective film was, with no signs of paint damage like how the paint protective film had, and a much easier and safer removal. In closing, drift tape solves a real problem. It provides a good intermediary temporary protection. It does not harm your vehicle's finish, which we just saw an example that regular PPF can and will damage your vehicle's finish. It's affordable, it's easy to use, it gives consumers the option to have some kind of customization for their vehicle at the same time, and it fills a gap in the market where you have a decision to make whether you want to protect your vehicle or not, and the decision is a much cheaper alternative than what there currently is. Overall, drift tape is a smarter move, it's more flexible in every way, and it will help protect your vehicle. Thank you.